Every day, without realizing it, you are asking the universe for things: love, calm, opportunities, clarity, abundance. But Buddhism teaches something that completely changes how you receive. You don't get what you want, you get what you are ready to hold. It is not bad luck. It is not unfairness. It is not that others are luckier. It is simple. The universe does not deliver what you ask for with your words. It delivers what you ask for with your energy. And when you align that energy, life begins to open doors that once seemed locked. Today, I will share an ancestral story and 7 Buddhist teachings to help you release control, trust the flow of life, and allow the universe to give you what you truly deserve. Stay until the end, because I will also guide you through an energy alignment ritual that monks use to open themselves to blessings without anxiety, without hurry, without fear. Everything that is meant for you is already on its way. Breathe deeply and walk with me, step by step, along this path. Let's begin. That night, the temple seemed alive. The wind did not blow, it roared. Hanging lanterns clanged like nervous bells. Branches moved like restless hands, and every door that opened in the wind sounded like an ancient sigh the night was unearthing. Everyone slept except the master. He walked in the rain with a dim lantern, not searching for anything, only listening to the secret language of the wind. But something caught his attention. In the middle of the courtyard, soaked and trembling, a young monk was trying to light a candle. His fingers stiff, his breath rapid, his face full of frustration. The flame flickered for an instant, and the wind devoured it without mercy, again and again. Until, defeated by helplessness, the young monk whispered through clenched teeth, "Nothing ever works for me. The universe is never on my side." It was not a loud complaint, just the kind of whisper you say when your soul feels alone. The master approached slowly, without a sound, as if he did not want to interrupt the silent duel between the boy and the storm. He sat beside him and watched. He did not correct, did not help. He simply looked with compassion at the inner struggle reflected in that small candle. After a long moment, the master took the extinguished candle in his hands and walked to a corner of the temple protected by walls. There, where the wind could not enter, he lit it with absolute calm, no hurry, no effort. The flame rose clean, steady, alive. Then he returned to the young monk, placed the lit candle before him, and said, "It was not a problem with the fire, but with the place you were trying to light it." The young monk looked at him, soaked, exhausted. The master continued, "The universe does not deny you light, but it cannot give it to you when your interior is a storm. When you ask from impatience, from wounds, from fear, the flame does not fail. It simply needs a place where it can remain." The young monk lowered his head, feeling something in his chest loosen. The master added, his voice soft yet piercing, "The universe is always ready to give, but you can only receive when your heart stops being wind and becomes refuge." Ista bene. The rain kept falling. The wind kept battering the lanterns. Nothing outside had changed. But inside the young monk, for the first time, something began to light that no storm could ever extinguish. Pause now. Close your eyes for a moment and return to the image of the young monk trying to light his candle in the wind. Think how many times in your life have you done the same? You have insisted, pushed, asked for signs, opportunities, results, and everything seemed to go out again and again. Not because you did not deserve it, but because you were trying to light your inner flame in the middle of an emotional storm. Breathe deeply. The master did not give the young monk more fire. He gave him a place where the flame could stay. That is the silent teaching of life. It is not enough to want. You need to become the right space to receive. If your mind is racing, the universe waits. If your heart is wounded, the universe stays silent. If your energy is chaos, the universe does not punish you. It simply waits for you to build within yourself a refuge where your light can remain. Inhale. Exhale. Ask yourself honestly, am I asking from the wind or from calm? From lack or from openness? Because when your interior stops being a storm and becomes fertile ground, clear silence, open space, what you seek begins to arrive without effort. Your task is not to force. Your task is to prepare. Teaching 1. The law of inner space. Nothing can bloom in saturated soil, and nothing new can enter a soul that has no room to receive. The universe does not deny you its gifts, but it cannot place them in a heart full of noise, fear, or stories that have already fulfilled their cycle. The first act of creation is not asking, it is emptying. Emptying the mind of circling thoughts, emptying the chest of old burdens, emptying the spirit of rigid expectations that suffocate possibility. When you clear your interior even a little, you create a sacred, silent, fertile space. And in that space, life knows exactly what to plant, because the universe does not respond to effort. It responds to space. And when you stop clinging to what weighs you down, abundance finally finds a place to rest within you. Teaching 2. Desire without clinging. Desire is natural, but attachment is an invisible chain. Clinging is not love, it is not trust, it is trying to control the shape and timing of what the universe should give you. And when you demand, your energy closes. When you cling, your light contracts. Buddhism reminds us, ask clearly, but receive freely. Desire, of course, desire with an open heart, without fear of dreaming, but do not turn your desire into a prison. What belongs to you does not need to be grasped. What is destined for you finds its way even in the storm, and what is not dissolves gently to make room for something truer. When you release control, life begins to surprise you, and what arrives then comes without effort, without struggle, without pain, because your energy stopped holding on and finally learned to trust. Teaching 3. Raise your vibration, not your anxiety. The universe does not hear your voice, it hears your vibration. It does not respond to what you say, but to what you are when you say it. You can ask for love, but if you ask from a wound, what you attract is confusion and dependency. You can ask for abundance, but if your energy vibrates in lack, what arrives is more emptiness. Tend to your inner state more than your request. Align your vibration before asking, because the universe does not move by pressure or urgency, but by the silent frequency you emit when your heart is at peace. Like attracts like. If you radiate calm, life responds with clarity. If you radiate trust, the path opens. If you radiate love, everything begins to bloom. Vibration is the true prayer, and when your energy rises, the universe always says yes. Teaching 4. What you resist persists. Everything you fight against ends up strengthening itself in your mind. When you fight scarcity, you feed the energy of lack. When you fear losing, your vibration contracts, and what you love begins to move away. Resistance is a clenched fist. Nothing can enter, and nothing can leave. Accept before transforming. Acceptance is not surrender. It is opening the door your fear kept closed. When you breathe and say inwardly, "This is what is, and it is okay to see it," energy softens, emotion stops fighting you, life finally finds space to move. Resistance ties you to the past. Acceptance frees you toward the future. Only what you accept transforms. Only what you embrace stops hurting. And only what you allow to be can become something new. Teaching 5. Practice anticipatory gratitude. Gratitude for what you already have lifts you, but gratitude for what is yet to come transforms you. Anticipatory gratitude is an act of faith, a silent declaration to the universe, "I trust you," before seeing the result. Because life does not respond to impatience, but to the vibration of one who already feels blessed. Thank as if it were already happening, as if the answer were already on its way, as if the door had already opened for you. Anticipatory gratitude is not fantasy, it is alignment. It is becoming the exact frequency of what you wish to manifest. When you thank for what has not yet arrived, the universe hears a truth greater than your doubts, that your faith is stronger than your fear. And it is then, when your heart opens and your energy expands, that what seemed distant inevitably begins to draw near. Teaching 6. The universe's timing is not the mind's timing. The mind demands immediacy, results now, answers now, clear paths now. But the soul does not seek speed, it seeks maturity. The universe does not give you what you want when your anxiety demands it, but when your consciousness is ready to hold it without breaking. Trust perfect timing. It is not delay, it is preparation. Sometimes what you call waiting is actually an invisible weaving the universe is doing in your favor, and what feels like silence is the most compassionate way of saying, "You are still growing." Because what arrives before its time is lost, but what arrives when your soul can hold it becomes destiny. Trust. You are not being forgotten, you are being calibrated, tuned, elevated, so that when what you seek arrives, you are the version of yourself capable of receiving it in fullness. Teaching 7. Become what you wish to receive. You do not attract what you desire with the mind, you attract what you radiate with your energy. The universe does not respond to your words, it responds to your frequency. If you long for love but are filled with doubt, your vibration sends signals of lack. If you seek peace but hold thoughts that wear you down, your energy field becomes noise. Become first what you dream of receiving. If you want love, plant love in the way you look, speak, breathe. If you want peace, clear your mind of stories you no longer need. If you want abundance, act as one who knows they deserve it. The truth is simple and profound. Life does not grant what you ask for, it grants what you vibrate. Because the universe does not hear your pleas, it hears your presence. What you are is your most powerful prayer. When your energy aligns with your desire, the external stops being a longing and becomes an inevitable reflection of your interior. Being is always the first step. Pause now, but not just any pause, a pause that touches your soul. Inhale slowly and feel the air opening a space within you, as if moving clouds to reveal a clearer sky. Now imagine your interior as a vast sacred ground, dark, fertile, silent, waiting for this moment to be reborn. That ground is your consciousness. There your thoughts, decisions, and destiny take root. And in this instant, you are about to plant something new, not ideas, but frequencies, intentions, deep truths. Allow the affirmations that come to be like gentle rain, nourishing that inner garden. Do not repeat them with the mind. Let them fall into your heart like drops, awakening the life that was always there. Breathe and prepare to plant light. I open my energy and allow life to enter. I release control and surrender to the perfect rhythm of the universe. I am fertile ground. Every blessing finds root in me. What is meant for my soul finds me without struggle. When I flow with life, life flows toward me. Breathe these truths as if they were ancient mantras. Do not repeat them as words. Feel them as vibration. The universe does not hear your voice, it hears the frequency of your heart. Upon waking, before the world touches your mind, place both hands on your chest, right where your truth is born. Breathe 3 times, slowly, sacredly. With each inhale, receive the strength of a new beginning. With each exhale, release the weight you no longer need. On the inhale, whisper inwardly, I open. On the exhale, let flow. I allow myself to receive. Now visualize a golden light gently descending through the crown of your head like an inner dawn, illuminating every corner of your being. Let that light travel down your throat, your chest, your abdomen, your hands, until your entire body begins to vibrate with stillness and clarity. That light does not come from outside. It is your own permission awakening your soul, saying, yes, yes to flow, yes to abundance, yes to the life that has been waiting for you. Remain a few seconds feeling the warmth expand, as if your heart were opening petal by petal. Practice this for 21 days, not to manifest, but to remind the universe that you are already available. And when you open, life opens with you. Today you walked a powerful inner journey, a journey that began with a simple candle that could not stay lit and ended by lighting a flame within you. We remembered that it is not the universe that refuses, it is the inner wind, the hurry, the anxiety, the resistance that does not allow your desires to find a place to remain. You learned that to receive, you must first create inner space, because nothing new can enter a heart full of noise, fear, or rigid expectations. That desiring is not clinging. Desire becomes wise when you express it clearly and release it with trust. That the universe does not listen to your words, it listens to your vibration, and what you emit, consciously or unconsciously, is what returns to you. That what you resist persists, but what you accept transforms. That anticipatory gratitude is a secret key, a way of living today, the energy of what will arrive tomorrow. That perfect timing is not what the mind wants, but what the soul needs to be able to hold what it asks for. And that you do not attract what you desire, you attract what you already are inside. We also saw that the heart is like fertile ground. Plant thoughts of light, affirmations of openness, clear intentions, and life, like patient rain, will do the rest. We remembered that true change does not begin in the external world, but in the instant you say, I am ready, I am open, I trust. Because life is not forced, life is allowed. And today, with every teaching, you cleared a little wind, released a little weight, opened your soul a little more. And in that opening, without effort, the flame was lit again within you. Nothing you learn today is lost. Every word, every breath, every understanding is a circle that continues to expand inside you. And from that deep, silent, real expansion, you are closer than ever to receiving what has always been yours. Remember, the universe does not move when you chase it. It moves when you settle. The energy you long for does not arrive by force, it arrives by tuning. And every time you breathe with trust, every time you release fear, every time you say inwardly, "Yes, I am ready," a silent door opens within you. You do not need to prove anything. You do not need to fight for anything. You only need to allow what is yours to find you in a clear heart. Tell me in the comments what intention you want to open in your interior today. If something in this message touched your soul, I invite you without hurry, without obligation, only from the honesty of your feeling, to continue walking with me on the path of the wise monk. Here we do not seek to attract from lack. Here we remember that we are part of the same force that makes the universe bloom. May your energy become light. May your hands learn to open without fear. And may what belongs to you arrive gently, like light arrives at dawn. See you in the next video. A hug of light.